Does your fountain pen look like this? Today we're going to show you how to clean your fountain pen. Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. This is Niko from Yoseka, and today we're going to talk about how to clean your fountain pen. There's a couple of reasons why you might want to clean out your pen. If you're switching between inks, if you're writing and you're noticing your pen's a little bit dried out, a little crusty, or if you're looking at your pens and realizing, oh, we haven't spent much quality time together recently, this is a great activity for you and your pens to do together. And we're going to show you how to do that in 4 simple steps. I'm going to be cleaning out these 2 pens, and then we're going to have some more close-ups for you guys to follow along with as well as you clean out your pen. The first step will be expelling any remaining ink. So we're gonna do this with this TWSBI Diamond here. So if you have a piston fill pen or a pen with a converter on it, we wanna just expel the ink. You can do this into a sink or into a jar here. Or if you have a cartridge fill pen, you'll just wanna take that cartridge off, just like that. The next step will be flushing out your pen. So if you have a piston fill pen or a pen with a converter on it, you want to put the feed and the nib into a glass with room temperature water and just pull that clean water up into the pen and then push it out into your dirty jar, your sink, whatever you're using. And you want to repeat this over until the water in the chamber, like as you fill it up, starts to clear up a bit. What we're doing in this step is clearing out that ink that builds up in the feed and the nib area and making sure that clean water is getting flushed through all of those areas. If your water is getting too inky for you to tell if your pen is actually getting cleaned out or not, you might have to refill your jar, the fresh one, just to keep this process going. All right, as you can see, the water's starting to clear up a bit in here, so we're just about done with this. All right, that should be good. If you had a pen that had a cartridge attached to it, you're going to want to bring this little grip section over here with the feed and nib in it over to a sink, or you can also grab a syringe or something, and we're just gonna flush room temperature water through that area. Once your pen is all flushed out, the next step is going to be to soak it. So you want to grab your jar with room temperature water in it, and if you had a pen that had a cartridge or a converter attached, you'll just take this little section right here and place it into that jar of water. And this will kind of just get any stubborn pieces of ink off of that pen as it sits in that water. Sometimes ink can build up in that little section where the feed kind of meets the grip over here or in any other section. It's just a good way to make sure your pen is getting really thoroughly cleaned out. For piston fill pens, if you have a pen like the TWSBI Diamond, you can actually twist this grip section off and soak that piece. But if you have a pen like a TWSBI Eco or something where that section doesn't come off, this step is not necessary. While you're hanging out with your pen as it soaks, this is a great time to give your pen some words of affirmation, reminders like, I know I have 20 pens and you're just one of those, but I still do remember and care about you. Just things like that. Just remind your pen that you really cherish it. We want to let these little sections soak for, it kind of depends on your pen. I would say let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes, and you can see how inky the water gets. These are staying pretty clear, so they might not need any, like a longer soak or anything like that, but you want to replenish the water as it gets inky until that section can sit in there without expelling a ton of ink for around 10 minutes or so. While your pen soaks, this is also a great time if you want to clean out your lids a little bit. I know they can get a little bit dirty. You can grab a Q-tip, give them a soak, clean up in there, things like that. Once your pens have soaked for long enough, you want to take that section out of the water. There we go. And then the final step is going to just be to dry your pen off. You can dry your pen by either setting out the disassembled pieces just on like a towel, just like this, and letting them sit for anywhere from 2 hours to overnight. Or a tip we actually use here at Yoseka is we like to get this paper towel and put it in an empty jar and sort of make like a little nest for your pen to sit in. And then you can let it sit nib facing down, and that way gravity will sort of help pull out all of that water that we have in there. And you want to let it just sit for around 2 hours to overnight this way as well. Once your pen has dried, all you have to do is reassemble it, and then it's ready to be re-inked. I hope this tutorial helped you learn how to clean out your pen, and if you have any extra tips, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. If not, we would love to hear what pen you cleaned out and what new ink you're going to put into it. Give us a like if you found this video helpful, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!